And here we are. I think there's only 2 people watching right at the moment, but one of the things I wanted to do here was make a point that even though I was totally not at my desk until 2 seconds ago, that we could still go live pretty much on time. So yay! Ala, you had okay. So show me the new dice again.
Okay, here's the D6.
Are these specific? Hold on, I got to click you on the screen here. Is this specifically for the online game?
I've got a lot of dice. It's just a problem. These are just new.
She has a filthy habit.
We all do. I mean,
and they're deliciously buttery.
Those have a clarified butter look to it.
ghee is the word for that, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
All right.
Not a plug for the dice makers, but these are really pretty dice, and I like the color.
Next person who dies has to make a character named Ghee.
Ghee. Not a bad. Now, who's the manufacturer on the dice?
These are Kraken dice.
Kraken dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but who's the manufacturer?
Called Kraken dice.
Probably some factory in China.
Yep.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, the children chipping away at dice to make them.
They have to go to the giant yellow mountain.
All right.
What most people don't understand about the polyhedrals is that they're naturally occurring. You just need to free them from the translucent stone in which they are entombed.
But it takes very delicate, childlike hands.
It's probably gnomes. You know, it's gnomes of Zurich in Switzerland. If you want to tag into a real solid pre-established conspiracy theory, then that would work.
Pure golden crystals, indeed.
Yep.
I've got more that are new, but they're like yellow and red and semi-transparent. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop showing off my dice. Let's roll.
Yeah, that's a bad crystallized urine day. Is the red and yellow?
Oh my God! All right.
We're terrible people.
No, I think it's just Emily, really.
Yeah, there's no we.
Still with the P jokes, Gabe.
So some people may be wondering why Gabe is wearing a raccoon mask, and it is because his dwarf was transformed into a 6-foot-tall raccoon last session. And
also as close as we're going to get to a Halloween episode. So
hey,
the Halloween episode.
So this is the Halloween episode, and then
it also explains why I'm dressed as Allah and Allah is dressed as me.
There you go. Okay, so this, Gabe, let me see how close I can get this.
Oh,
nice.
Did you
that's
paint that?
beautiful. Well done.
Is your guy.
It came out fantastic.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Thank you. So that's so there's Gabe's raccoon, because we'll probably only see it moving around sort of in a blur in the actual play in the game. So stupid camera. Gabe, I'm gonna try and print out that focusing thing.
You know, at this point,
Still haven't done it.
buddy, don't bother. I have a gift for you in a week or two. So
Seriously?
yeah,
I mean, we're gonna see you.
We're
in
gonna
just a
see
little
you.
bit.
Oh, that's right. We are. It's Gamehole Con is coming up, and also anybody who's watching, please find us at Gamehole Con and say hello. We're not.
Yep.
We're not exactly at the star status where you won't be able to get to us through the crowd. So
yeah, we won't have fangirls or whatever the famous people have these days.
Yep. All right. So you guys are stuck in the monastery, and
well, some of us.
I'm going to disappear a little bit off screen here as I put down the monastery itself. You're not going to want to go to the second floor of the monastery because it's been all scrunched up and the tiles aren't put together yet. So
Here's what I'm finished.
That's where we want to go.
The playset got taken apart a little bit on account of having to push terrain around for the original D&D party. So right at the moment, Backpack is still gently drifting treeward after having been thrown out of a window by the giant beast and casting Featherfall. And I think you have 1 hit point, right?
Correct.
Right, and so as you're up there, you see an enormous pack of 5 wolves and 5 beastmen that are also heading toward the area. So far, none of them has actually looked up. So that's where you are, is sitting up there, being like, don't look up, don't look up, don't look up. And for a moment, the wind sort of blows you a little bit in their direction, and you're coasting, and then the wind blows you
And I'm
back
like,
in the other direction. And so you're doing the whole Winnie the Pooh thing of I'm a little rain cloud. So that is where you are right at the moment, and everybody else is unfortunately in the downstairs area of the monastery, where you have just had a combat with some of the beastmen in one of the rooms of the lower level of the temple. And the lower level of the temple is basically almost a courtyard, except that one wall of the courtyard is the sheer cliff face going up. So.
And you had said we'd heard the beastmen, so I had wanted to run back out to those doors and shut them. The double doors.
Yes, you had heard the wolves coming, so you run over to the double doors and shut the doors.
Oh, actually, yeah. Question about Zach. Is Albrecht going to pop out of the
I think everybody has
basket?
questions about Zach.
What is he going to pop out of today?
Or is he in the woods running from the hunting party?
Don't give him ideas.
Seriously. Or has he been captured?
Okay, so
What?
Has he been
Right.
tortured?
I thought he was with our airship that was arriving right now.
yeah, the one
Or
that
back
had the fire catapults.
I thought I was in the back of my trained dragon that
was towing the airship. That was it.
This is the upper level of the monastery, incidentally. So
Ooh,
So light.
it is. I totally could not have done that with the Herstarts dental plaster. That would weigh easily 20 pounds, I think, if it were made out of dental plaster. Although the stuff is pretty much indestructible. So I'm just trying to get my room put together here. And this room has non-Euclidean geometry, apparently. How did that work? Oh, okay.
Who's your kitten, Ala?
oh, this is Aries, and she's very needy.
Do you still have 74 kittens?
Yes.
All 10 of those kittens? You still got all 10 of them?
Yeah. Oh well, just 9. We have 9. We took half of them in to get neutered and to confirm that yes, they still have FIV. So that's tragic for us.
Oh no! Does that mean that they've got it like for real forever?
Yeah,
Yep.
for real, forever.
For real, forever.
they're gonna be funny and itty bitty forever.
Oh, if only.
God, I wish.
They're just going to be susceptible to disease and hard to
Oh.
adopt out forever.
So expensive forever.
Well, generally not too bad if they're kept indoors, but yeah, could get more expensive. Anyway,
Anyone want
it's
some
pretty
kittens?
depressing. Yeah.
Come to Gamehole Con, get a free kitten.
Just stick them in the swag bags.
4 lucky winners.
I got a Lego minifig. I got a kitten.
I got a cat.
It just keeps trying to steal my dice. I can't even play the game.
Yeah, pretty soon there would just be kittens like run amok over the whole con, just destroying everybody's games, and nobody could catch any of them. Tearing down curtains and whatnot.
Sounds like
y'all keep
day in
talking.
our
I'm
life.
still putting down tiles.
I'm gonna put this on the OSR, the Reddit/OSR.
What are you? The link to watch the game?
Yeah, Matt
Yeah.
Finch of Swords and Wizardry. And what did? Oh yeah, quick primer for old school gaming.
I thought your soul died a little bit every time you posted to Reddit.
It only dies when you post to Reddit/RPG. On Reddit.
Thank you.
Right.
Also, you're assuming that Zach has a soul?
Yeah, that is charming.
Oh.
There
Maybe
goes
he has
Emily again.
maybe he has a couple.
Man, she is on fire today. Just
Yeah.
like smacking down.
It must be all the pain pills they have me on or something.
That'll do it, actually.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Inhibition's gone. Like,
She can't vicious mockery any enemies, so she's taking it out on the party.
Apparently.
All right. Now I'm
no,
at the point where I can find the right camera, put the camera down so that this is not the utterly boring spectacle of my empty chair.
that's the invisible DM
I know it, right?
tonight on
They
Jordoba.
said that Gary Gygax used to he would put a bunch of file cabinets and he would just hide behind it and try to be ambient. He'd be like, you enter the room and you see, and that was literally what he did.
That does not sound successful.
You know what? It was the most successful role-playing game in history, so I guess you're totally wrong.
I guess so.
That's what you do when you can't find your pants.
There you go.
This is why we play from the shoulders up for most of us.
That's right. None of us wearing pants.
You know?
Although winter is coming, so at some point, most of us, except for Zach, who's in the perfectly temperate climate, have to
Winter
wear
is
some
not
pants.
Yeah, those Alabama winters must be tough.
They're,
Hey,
they're cold.
We got a couple days of snow. They're not cold. She's really weak.
That's what Gabe's like. I needed a hooded sweatshirt one of those days.
No, we did get some snow, which is exciting for me because I'm from California. But I don't know. I hear that Russia's supposed to be really cold. They make all these grand statements about, oh yes, Russian bear winter.
They've got whole areas of permafrost.
And then it gets down to 60 degrees, and she's just sitting on the little floor vents for the heater with the cats. That's what happens. I don't know.
I don't know. Me and Ian, I think, got you all beat pretty good.
Oh, for sure.
By a lot.
Yeah, y'all live in.
We had thunder hail the other night.
Oh, what is
Thunder hail.
thunder
Like
hail?
it was a lightning storm with hail and ice and sleet. It was this is great. Here
Okay,
comes
so-
winter.
There's the whole
Yes,
party there,
glorious.
and now I've got backpack in there as well, and she is going to have to head back on out. So here's
See ya.
backpack out the window over the wolves. It's a very Russian situation for her at the moment, and then all right, this is the room that you guys are in, and so there's a pillar in the middle of the room, which Albrecht is instantly able to tell is a structural pillar that probably has a lot to do with holding up the second floor.
Oh, that we're gonna have to use that. But I'm gonna run and close the door since we heard the wolves.
Okay.
The
So
main
Kurzim,
doors.
yeah, Kurzim
Dane,
dashes
come here.
out
What?
into the
Dane.
courtyard
What? Elblicht, what?
over to the gates, and he
Lord.
closes the gates.
Is there a cross beam or anything?
You're not wrong, but perhaps not the best time to deal with these issues of the flesh. It is still me.
There's a raccoon dressed like Kurzim.
Now you find a crossbar over by the statue as you're running around frantically, and apparently what they use since this is a taken over monastery, the statue doesn't belong to the beastmen, and so they're just using that as a convenient place to prop up their crossbar that locks the gate. So Kurzim, you run over, you get the crossbar, you run back, you set up the crossbar. Anything else that you're going to do in this room?
Is there anything I could use a chain and a padlock for to make that a little more secure?
You have a chain and a padlock?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, the two metal braces that the crossbar fits into, you could simply use the chain to connect those two and padlock it, and then your chain itself would be holding the door as well as the bar.
I will do that as well as the bar.
Okay, so you're busy setting that up, which doesn't take you too long, except you have to sort of string the chain out of your backpack and get it in the right place and everything. And that at that point in time, while you're doing that, two beast men come through this passage here, and you were warned a little bit about their coming in because you did hear a door slam a couple moments before they came in. What do you do?
I look at them and I say, "They're in the far room. Hurry up!" And I point to where the rest of the party is.
All right.
I hear that and I get ready.
Okay. So over here, all right, I'm going to move the camera, everybody. Okay, so over here, Albrecht goes up and he closes the door that's leading into this room, and that door points north in terms of your orientation. All right, so Albrecht has closed off that door.
I'll be a bit behind him as well, ready to cast a spell of some kind.
Okay, so
Yeah, and
Licking their hands, and then
I'll be on the other side of the doorway, sort of. So we have like when they throw it open, and I'll be right there to slap them with Gran.
okay, awesome. Now, meanwhile, Curzon, roll initiative.
that was really good for me. I have a 18 minus 1, 17.
Oh,
Is that visible?
yeah. Cruel, cruel dice.
Yeah.
It happens.
So, make a charisma check for me, Curzon.
I have. Is there any skill associated with it? How about deception?
No, yeah, deception.
I have a 21.
Okay.
That was Gary Gygax, or Luke Gygax's Gary Condice Tower that saved that one for me.
Okay.
Instead of that tallest garbage.
So what happens is that the door is flung open. And that would be a lot more impressive if I'd had the correct camera set up, but you'll just have to accept that it was totally freaking awesome.
It was.
There are lots of definitions of awesome.
We can picture it in our mind's eye.
Yeah, because this is sort of objective awesomeness as opposed to subjective awesomeness.
Agreed.
And I'm sure Zach would be able to argue for and against that kind of a proposition, but Zach, does the art exist independent of the viewer?
Do you really want to get me started here?
Yeah, but I'm cut you off too at rude intervals.
It's a gamble.
I play this game to get away from all of that.
Okay, so that's enough. I told you I would interrupt you. Because the fact of the matter is, really, at this point, given that I've set up the whole situation, really, I don't give a shit what your opinion is on that anyway. So.
There's some
Man.
Wow.
All right.
Whatever Emily has is just getting past.
It's spreading, yeah.
It's applied not giving a shitness as opposed to objective not giving a shitness, theoretical not giving a shitness.
Oh.
I will say whoever painted the Beastman on the left didn't finish.
Beastman on the left is actually Wizards of the Coast. No.
Damn you, whiz kids.
Every time.
I think, actually, which one is the one that you're seeing on the left? Is it the one holding the axe high in the air or the one holding it low down?
The one
Low
that's
down.
the-
It's
The
the
one-
low down axe.
The low down
one-
axe. Okay, low down axe is Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Higher up axe is me. So there we have it.
Try harder, wizards.
Yes. Use a different color for that chest plate.
Well, I
I'm
mean, once,
attacking that one just for being so poorly painted.
it was probably this. It was probably the same Chinese child that made all his dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
My pea crystal dice.
Why do you think he's making dice now?
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay, guys are terrible.
All right, that was total. That whole series was totally tasteless, and it will probably get us banned from YouTube if anyone watches it and who's important in the hierarchy. Initiative roll.
Oh,
Oof.
all right.
They have a 20.
Well, I have a 21.
All right,
ooh.
21 beats the roll. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna charge toward the Wizards of the Coast Beast Man.
Okay.
And I will grapple him. So I'm gonna grab
you.
him and hold him in place.
Get
Alright,
him
so-
out of our sight, please, as quick as possible.
This is such a travesty.
Let's replace that mini. It's
at this.
unacceptable. All right, so Kurzim, Albrecht is. You're actually pretty much right next to him. So all that you do is leap forward to grapple with him, and that results in the perennial process in any role-playing game of actually looking up the grappling rules.
Well,
But,
I think
I
if I
think it's-
rolled a 10, there's probably not that much to look up.
Yeah, okay, I'll buy that. I'll roll a die as well, and I rolled a natural 20. But I think that does not result in you being grappled. I think it just means that he's not.
I think that doesn't happen until after I've grappled him. Then we have to worry about that shit.
Yeah. I think it's like a to-hit roll or something like that, first of all. All right, so anyway, so you slam into him,
Oh!
but you're just not able to quite, get your arms around him in the dwarven headlock that you're used to doing. A lot of dwarves think that you all ought to be working on knee locks, but so far it's been headlocks. That was in 21. Anybody else beat a 20? All right, so the Beastmen are going to attack. Which camera have I got going? All right, good. So the Wizards of the Coast Beastman is going to stay in place and attempt to kill Albrecht. The Reaper Beastman is going to turn around and attack Slate.
Well, he just impaled himself.
It's like he's doing my work for me. This is great.
I know, right? Okay, so he rolls to hit, and he rolls a 7. And what's your armor class, Slate?
Oh, it's a 17.
Okay, so so that doesn't do it. So he's a little actually when the thing was that Albrecht bumped into this guy on the grappling check, and so that's why Albrecht screwed up, but it's also the reason why he was thrown off a little bit on his attack. So really the only person who's not discommoded by Albrecht's attack is the guy that Albrecht attacked, and he swings his axe mightily at Albrecht. And
I have
the
my
axe.
shield.
So Albrecht holds his shield up in over the top of his head, and that causes the axe to hit it at a very bad angle, so that it just skitters over the top of Albrecht's shield and slices into the Beastman next to him.
Oh God.
And their damage is
That's exactly
1D.
what he meant to do.
1d12 plus
That
3.
was deliberate. That was deliberate.
Okay, so he does 6 points of damage. So yeah, it's a relatively mighty swing there, and so ends up in hurting his companion relatively badly. The companion is in a role playing sense yells "Ow!" and so there's the NPC role playing.
Nice.
Who is next on our list? We've got Zach at 21. We've got Gabe at 11, and Ian, you did not put up your number.
I'm
What was your
17.
number? 17. Okay, so you're the next one. What do you do? Oh, okay. So you've been left back in the other room. The two other Beastmen obediently dash their way around the corner with the clopping sound of their hooves ringing in the stone on the stone floor of the room that you're in. So you're there just still basically looking at the statue and kind of not believing that they agreed to do what you told them to, and your padlock is secure. You hear the sounds of combat off to your right.
I will go to the door if I can reach it, and I will try to remove that Wizards of the Coast light from our eyes. And I have 14 on the die, so I have a 17 to hit him.
Did you hit Matt?
I did. 17 to hit him. It was
You
just,
knocked him out.
it was the non-lethal damage, so
Sorry,
He's just
I was,
on the floor.
Yeah, no, I was on mute. Okay, so right, so you fling open the door, and there's the muscular back of the goat-headed beast man, his axe dripping with blood. Clearly, he's been kicking the ass of your party. You attack him. You do how much?
I do 6 damage.
Okay, that's the unwounded one. So he also yells, "Ow!" Who is next in the rotation? That's going to be Gabe. Gabe?
Yep, I think it's me. Well, Dane was kind of lining up to blast the Wizard of the Coast mini out of his sight through that open door, but as Charisma appears, he kind of holds back and instead goes for the one that's fighting Slate, and he's going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at that one.
You've been leveling up.
Yeah. I believe the first one hits with a 19 plus things, and the second one will not hit with a 3 plus things.
Okay. Yeah, you do hit with that first one. What damage do you do?
Yep. It is going to be 4 total damage.
All right.
And it would get knocked backward 10 feet, but since there's a wall there, he just sort of slams into it a little bit uncomfortably.
Okay. So yeah, that guy's having a seriously bad day after first getting run into by by Albrecht, then chopped by his companion, and then you slam him up against the wall. So he's pissed off. Meanwhile, Ala, Emily, you're just spectating, right? It's you may have a slightly. I'm going to make rolls to find out whether you're over the wolves as you drift inward.
Okay. A quick question. Is there any way I can slow my descent, such as, billowing outwards with my clothes or holding a sack above my head like a parachute to even further slow?
The only way, because you're already not being affected by the friction of the air, really the only way that you might be able to get upward would be by flapping your arms.
What about a rope?
I do have a rope.
Yeah, but you're far away from everything. If you have a grappling hook, you might be able to get it far enough to hook into the monastery.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, can I try and hook onto the monastery and kind of cinch myself over?
You're gonna have to make a die roll to hit. So you start.
Okay.
Hang on a second. And all right. So what you do is you get out the grappling hook and everything, and you start spinning it around, because in order to get that, you were thrown really, really far by the iron beast. So you got to spin it around like this. First effect of that is you begin turning away from the monastery, and so you just keep spinning it until you make it all the way around, and then you are able to release it. So go ahead and roll.
All right. Oh, 5.
Okay. So you first off, it pushes you backward away from the monastery a little bit when you make the throw, and then it clanks against the monastery, and so you start re-rolling your grappling hook. Now, let's see. I'm going to make a passive perception check on behalf of the wolves. All right. So as this is going on, you see one of the wolves look up in the air, and he clearly sees you. And
Caca! Caca!
he nudges one of the other wolves, and it looks up in the air. And then, so all the wolves are looking up in the air. And the beastmen turn around, and they're really pissed off. And so they start yelling at the wolves and pointing forward. And all the wolves are looking up. So we're going to make an intelligence check on the part of the beastmen to see whether they look compulsive. Now, they don't make the leap from the fact that all of their wolves are looking up in the air. And the fact that maybe they ought to look up in the air. So they begin tugging on the leashes of the wolves. This whole episode basically slows them down from arriving at the door.
Good.
So
All right.
we've got,
Hey.
one of the rounds where they're not continuing to move forward.
I helped, guys. I helped.
All right. So that. I guess everyone went. Okay, so roll initiative again.
I didn't go.
You didn't. Okay. What do you do?
But she did hit the one right directly in front of her for hold on, double check my eye, but for 11 points of damage.
Okay, so that's
Bludgeoning.
bad day. Beast Man is finally okay. So after he's bumped into by Albrecht, cut by his own companion, chopped at from behind by Ian, and then smashed against a wall by Gabe, you step up with Gran, your hammer, and you smash him downward right between the goat horns, and that's finally the end of him. And he gives up the ghost, falling to the ground in a puddle of disgusting dead.
Right between the goat horns.
Okay. So we have the one. I mean, despite everybody's best efforts, it is the Wizards of the Coast Beast Man that is still standing, and so now we roll initiative. And,
Should I roll as well, or just wait till the end?
I think let's just wait till the end, since you're in a
Sounds
different
good.
spot, but we're looking at the timeline, so you can drink clear liquids and stuff.
Yeah,
Emily's here after.
that's what I gotta do anyway. Yeah.
Emily's here after surgery, so applause for Emily for being able to game after surgery. So initiative wise, we have Gabe with a big 1,
I'm number 1.
Zach with a 5, Alla
Yeah.
with a 12, and so Kurzim is looking like you're up at the top of the pack. Oh, you're 17. That was from last time. Okay, so you got a 12. All right, so in 12-ish minus bonuses, Alla and Ian, you guys are going simultaneously. Alla, you go first. What do you do?
She's gonna step right up and finish off that other one, hopefully.
Okay. All
Not with that roll though. That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay.
Trade
Yeah.
out these
So,
crystallized dice for something else.
so he finally sort of snaps to the fact that he's in the middle of a combat with somebody other than his own friend, and manages to get his shield up, and block your swing. However, Ian is not in front of him the way that Slate was, and so Kurzim, what do you do?
I whack him with my hammer, and I had a 16 to hit.
This is terrible. You guys have both got hammers. He's like one of the spikes that goes into a railroad tie.
Does that
So
hit?
basically, like the Three Stooges, I fail, and so he's coming up behind.
Yeah, exactly. What did you roll, Ian?
I had 16 to hit, and I did
yes, that's very bad for him. How much damage did you do?
a massive 5 damage.
Okay, so so sort of what happens is that you do manage to hit him as he's blocking Slate's blow, but that doesn't kill him. And then we drop down to 5-ish plus bonuses, where Zach, you're the person who's directly in front of this guy, and you can go. What do you do?
Purple Nurple.
I guess I'll hit him with
Okay.
with my Morning Star. Rolling a 15 to hit.
That'll be a hit. Damage.
All right, cool.
Good old axe.
That is 8.
Okay. That was your hit roll, or your damage?
No, 8 damage, 15 to hit.
All right. So just as he is opening his mouth to bray a warning to the already alerted monastery, you slay him decisively, and he slowly falls backward without actually making any sound, lands in Kurzim's arms, and Kurzim lays him down gently on the ground. So there is now Kurzim visible in the doorway at long last, and that's the end of that beast man. So we'll go now to Emily, who has managed to reel the grappling hook back up the 30 or so feet that you are away from the castle wall. Are you're gonna try again?
I'm gonna try again.
Okay, so
and I'm assuming. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I assume this is my action, but I can do a bonus action also, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll healing word myself also.
All right.
After I throw, or while I throw, same thing. And that's a 15 to throw.
Okay, so you helicopter the thing around, and once again that begins to spin you very slowly around. So you're making your way back around as you're spinning the thing, and you occupy your time on that by casting healing word. And then when you come back around, you throw it, and this time it hooks onto one of the windows on the upper level of the monastery. So now you've got firm purchase on the monastery. At this point, the wolves all begin jumping up and whining toward the sky.
Oh, geez.
That's really annoying the beastmen who are pulling them. So they start pulling harder on the wolves to try and get them to go. And all of the wolves are bracing their feet and looking up in the air and howling and whining as the beastmen continue to try and drag them toward the padlocked and barred door of the monastery. And you can begin pulling yourself now toward the monastery as all of this is going on.
Okay.
And so then we're going to move back to the room where you guys are standing. What is it that you guys do next, the rest of you?
The most important thing is that we quickly search these two.
Okay. So you rifle the pockets of the two beastmen. You find the skeleton of a mouse. You find what appears to be a bird's nest. You find 4 gold pieces. You find 1 silver piece, and you find what appears to be a very large lint ball, as if the beastman was collecting lint.
Well, I frankly am disgusted.
Well,
it.
he's. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all.
Well, they're rifling. Dane is gonna go and silent image himself up an illusion of that same statue, another one of those statues that we saw just in the corner, and kind of out in the hallway, and sort of keep watch out there, like if he can get a good angle on the hallways. Just like hide in his illusion of a statue and keep an eye out for danger.
Okay. All right. So you are keeping an eye out for danger. So you're in the courtyard where there are several different approaches where people might come out.
Yep.
Okay.
I saw where these guys came from, so I think that's probably the way upstairs. We should head that way and clean this place out.
Okay.
Any thoughts?
We're back in real time, gang. You don't need initiative.
Sounds fantastic.
Let's do it.
Well, hold on.
Cowboy accent.
There is big iron thing.
The statue is now talking to you from out in the courtyard.
Metal man. Not me.
Things. Why do you keep doing that?
It's a subterfuge.
I'll now.
Let the illusion drop because I'm now just talking, not being secretive at all, and I'll go back. No, it's big metal thing.
Would like that thing you just were?
No, not like that at all. Is like animate, so it moves around and punches backpack really, really hard. I think she's probably dead. I don't know.
How big was she?
We should find backpack.
Well,
I
before or after getting punched? Because before, you remember, backpack very small. After, kind of flat.
No. The metal thing. How would it look like?
Oh, it was very big. Probably like maybe twice my height. Before I was bigger, maybe now like 1.5 times.
It's like 8 feet, 9 feet.
Let's find
Okay,
backpack. Where's
well,
backpack?
I'm
bit
sort of with
and
like.
so small, but kind
I-
of big. Before I changed, it was kind of like my eyes were sort of crotch level at Big Metal Man. If that gives any indication.
So I think Bandit is saying that backpack's dead.
That's what I think. Yeah. Last I saw, very flat.
Oh well, where was the last place you saw her at?
Yeah,
Well,
can you
upstairs.
lead us there?
Well, I could, but remember, Big Metal Man, the thing that punched her flat. I'm a little bit worried about that still.
Are you injured?
Don't worry about it. We got this.
Yeah, are you injured?
It's taken care of. It's no problem. I had potion. That's kind of reason I'm like this now. Well, it was omnibus special.
Yeah, that's
Look,
And
great.
honestly,
We just climbed 100 feet up a waterfall, so I think we can take a metal man.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Speaking of which, Matt, am I at the same hit points I was at the end of the last game I was in, or am I back up?
You are at the same because you had to run through the woods. You got separated from Kurzim to explain your absence, and you've come straight to the castle from there. So, what kind of condition are you in?
I mean, not great. I will ask. I will ask Kurzim if maybe he's got any healing to throw my way, and if not,
how much healing?
Yeah, so apparently, Albrecht, you were so busy getting to the place, you've still got arrows sticking out of you like a
How much healing?
like maybe 30 odd.
I channeled divinity and gave him 25 hit points.
Oh,
Damn!
slick. I was gonna suggest we take one of them short rests, but maybe not.
Wait, hold on. What's your max hit points though? Is it
7?
All right. So I can only give you 23 then, and I'll give 2 to Gabe.
okay. Well, Kurzim, as far as this course of action of going up finding Metal Man, I would love to help you. I really would, but I came down. I went through crack. I was gaseous.
So you can't get up there.
I don't know the way. If we get up there, I'll be happy to show you where our friend died.
I think it's this way. I look.
You're very reasonable.
I think we saw a staircase on the way over here.
I look to you and Gran, and I touch you and cast Shield of Faith on you.
Oh, well, this is tingly.
On who?
On Allah's character. On rock, granite, stone,
Slate.
slate.
Meanwhile,
Darn
Emily, so you reel yourself in to the monastery, and you look through the window, and you see, for a moment, it just looks like they've covered the thing in sheet metal, and then the sheet metal walks forward a little bit, and you see the room in which you've got the Iron Beast guy and 2 more beast men in the room with you. And we do passive perception, and I roll a natural 1 on their passive perception, which is I would like to point out is the second natural 1 that I have rolled this evening. Although I've
Gotta
also
balance out this nat 20s.
I've also rolled two nat 20s. So
That kind of a night.
but
Perfectly balanced.
yeah.
What a show off.
But the result anyway of rolling a natural 1 right now is that they completely don't notice that you have clicked a grappling hook over their window, hauled yourself in, peeked in, and now what is it that you do? Your grappling hook is hooked onto the windowsill.
Well, I remember that there was another room next door that we were in before. Can I shimmy across the wall sideways to the other window?
Let me see if there's a window in that one. Yeah, there is. Okay, so sorry, that's my dog. And
It's the wolves.
there we go. Yeah, excellent, excellent. That's the wolves in the background. And so you are looking into the room backpack that has the murder holes in the floor over the top of the room below. These guys are really not very perceptive because they also failed the perception check on having Curzim underneath locking the door. And so you begin shimmying your way over to the other window that's to your left. That is a window that you have not looked in before. You've looked at you know what's in the room off to your right. That was where you went in the first time and managed to make the suggestion. Now you're on the murder hole room, and now you're moving to the left to get into the other room over there.
Okay.
You
And this
can
isn't the
also go
room-
to the right, but you're headed to the one that you think is the stairs. But if you want to, you can go to the other one too.
But is this the room that, okay, I'm trying to remember where Gabe and I were looking because we had been in 3 rooms, right?
Yes.
And so there was one that we went in originally, and then I think to the right, we went and looked at the one on the end,
Correct.
and there were 2 beastmen in there, and then we did the whole, talking spiders bit.
Yep.
And then we went down to the left, and that's where we got caught.
I don't think we got further than the talking spiders bit because I'd thrown up that illusionary wall, and we were talking to the other 2 and trying to figure out what was behind their door, which turns out nothing useful. And then we turned around and went through my illusionary wall, and that's when we stumbled across Big Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we only saw those 2 rooms.
Well,
We didn't see the 3rd room.
no. Well, you got carried into the 3rd room.
Oh, that's true.
So basically, there's the way that it's set up is that there are four rooms in the front of the monastery. Each one has a window. You went into so starting from the left to the right. Door number 1 window number 1 you've never looked in. Window number 2 is over the murder holes, which is where they had the cauldron of boiling oil. Window number 3 is the one you originally went into, and window number 4 is that farthest one where you met Steel right in front of the door of that room.
Okay.
And two beastmen opened the door, and you suckered them in. And then Gabe did his sort of "I'm the building inspector" routine or whatever it was that he was doing.
Yeah.
They closed the door, and then he accidentally, without looking, did the "I'm the building inspector" routine to the 10-foot-tall metal commander of the of the entire fortress, which was a totally Bugs Bunny moment.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll go to the one we haven't looked in.
Okay, so that's the one off to the left, window number 1, and you're working your way over toward that one. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the monastery, the rest of our friends are still discussing what it is that they're going to do next.
Actually, can I drink a potion while I'm shimmying?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's my movement, right? So, okay.
Yep, the potion is a clear liquid.
Do you know what is the healing rate for the standard healing potion?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, thanks.
How much did you get back from your healing word?
That was max. So I had 4 plus 4 charisma, so I got 8 back.
Okay, so you're getting to
Nice.
be in pretty good shape at this point.
Yeah, I get. Okay, yeah.
In a relative sense.
Yeah, relatively.
All right. Now, just as you are starting to make your way over there, you hear the metal giant saying to his 3 beastmen, quickly, downstairs, and we'll eliminate them entirely. And then you start shimmering over and drinking your potion.
Do we hear that as well?
Nope.
So I'd like to go towards the stairs where that statue is, or towards the where those other 2 guys came out of.
Okay, so you guys head on over from the room that you are currently in, and you are headed over. So that's out of the door here. And so, shut up, dog. So that's through the door into the courtyard, and then directly around the corner into this room here, and then there is the door that leads over to the stairs. I get to make my next passive perception check on the guys who are over the top of you.
I hear the wolves.
All right, everybody make a...
So wait, through which? I thought the back door. Is there windows in the back?
And here's my question to you guys: do you guys want to move stealthily as well?
Yes.
All right, so you are, when you walk into this room, Ian, you're facing the front door of the monastery, which you have barred and padlocked. And then when you turn right to get
Oh,
to
I thought that was in the courtyard. I misunderstood that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to try to sneak through there then, if possible.
Okay.
If you guys want to sneak, I can use one of my racial abilities. Because this place is made out of largely stone. I can call the power of the earth to give us an extra boost.
I feel like if there was ever time to do it, now would be a good time. I don't really want hot oil.
Pass without trace.
Okay, you cast pass without trace.
Meanwhile, you get plus 10 to your stealth checks.
You cast Earth, shut up with these loud dwarves.
Yeah, basically, just get some sand in here to muffle their armor.
Alrighty, and what are the rolls?
So I have disadvantage because I have heavy armor.
Now this is a dex check using the stealth skill.
And you guys will add.
If you have heavy armor, you're at disadvantage. So I have 23.
Does my +2 frost plate give disadvantage because it is magic armor?
Who knows the answer to that?
Correct.
If there is one. Okay.
Yes.
It's just heavy, so it's frosty.
Okay.
Okay. So it does have disadvantage as well.
All right. So
okay.
Slate moves quickly and confidently over the stones, virtually invisible to you guys, and ducks through there. Curzim goes through making a really, really good roll, so he's tiptoeing with his arms out to maintain his balance on the tiptoe, and he makes it through. Albrecht whisks through gracefully, assisted by the magic armor. Gabe, what did you roll?
Doesn't he get a bonus for being a raccoon? You should have a raccoon bonus in there too somewhere.
Stealth.
Trash panda.
Yeah, he's got
nothing blends in like a panda, you guys.
Yeah.
The trash panda blends in.
What did you roll, Gabe?
So my total was a 19.
Total was 19. Okay, so you zoom
without any panda bonuses.
That really broke up really badly, but I think that yeah,
our internet connection is kind of spotty right now.
Yeah, yours is good though. You must be the one who's close to the router. Okay, so Gabe zooms through also. All of you guys really looking like a weird ass Mission Impossible team going through very professionally, and everyone gets through, and boiling oil is not poured down on you.
You have a lot of boiling oil.
And now you are looking at the well, wouldn't you? You're now looking at some stairs leading up.
I'd use ghee.
So here are some stairs going up.
All right.
End the stairs. I say.
This looks promising.
All right, so you guys are here, and this is also a very narrow room that you're in. So it's not a bad place to set up some kind of defense there.
Bandit, how's your armor class?
He's really got a bad connection.
Gabe, you're muted.
All right, thumbs up. I'm muted.
Show us by finger count what your armor class is.
What's your AC? Armor is crap. Give me a few. Fixing.
Write it on your palm.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are now going to take a break of about 10 minutes, during which time Allah can probably tell Gabe that he's muted. And
I know I'm muted. I was trying to fix my
what do we got
connection.
from Zach?
Is my sound any better now?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
way better.
Much better.
Much
Not a
better.
robot.
That was all I was trying to do. Sorry,
All
guys.
Okay, so you guys,
Okay.
you've ended up at some stairs, Gabe. So that's where y'all are.
What's your armor class?
It is still 14.
So I will do Shield of Faith on you as well to put you at 18.
Okay, and then quick break, and we will be back.
Let's go raid some garbage cans.
All right, so shield. Let me.
I
read Shield of
resemble that remark.
This kitten is trying to keep. She's stealing my dice. It's my urine dice.
My pee-pee dice.
What's going on over there?
Now?
Ian, are you okay?
Yeah. Just messing around.
So, well, oh my god, I got an echo going on. Oh, what do you got? Kraken dice?
Yeah.
I have chess dice. They're the cheapest and easiest to find. And
That is true.
They're poorly made, which means they tend to roll bias. These are my high rolling dice. I use them when I'm playing.
I mean, Chessex dice they're not bad, but they're great for putting in the microwave if you just need that special edge.
These are my low rolling dice. Or when I'm
Oh,
playing Dark Heresy or Rogue Trader or Call of Cthulhu. And these are my middle rolling dice for when I'm rolling GM dice.
your fair and balanced dice.
This one I don't know where it came from, but the one that belongs with the Chessex dice, the D20 that belongs with it, rolled terribly, so I traded it out for this one. And it is really hard to read. It's some kind of like fancy Cthulhu die, but it rolls really well. So I just learned to live with it. The
I think Gabe has that same set, the Cthulhu dice.
Yeah, I think the person who got him was like, I don't like these dice. Gave them to me, and I was like, all right, I'll try them. And then they rolled like amazing. So
It's just so pretty.
yeah,
Can't get it home. I like the semi-translucency. They've got like inclusions. Anyway, done obsessing over dice.
but it's
Probably.
something they're really nice and they roll poorly. Oh my god, he teleported.
He's a wizard.
I guess that does explain it.
It explains the beard. Kitten, please. Stop it. This cat is a big fan of these dice too. She's been like swiping them out of my hands.
Cats are really big fans of things that they can fuck up easily. Like anything that's sort of lightweight that seems kind of important.
Yeah, like our 3D printed mice.
That's awesome that it ate those.
These little shits.
So you're up over 20. Is it worth wasting another couple of those first levels to get some more AC for people?
So what are we hoping to do with the AC? Just fight this
Just-
thing face to face?
I think so. My plan is to use the Spirit Guardians.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try and not be in a place where that thing's going to punch me.
What is this thing? Okay, so it punches people. That's good.
But it also shot lightning bolts.
Yeah, it did shoot lightning. That's right. It looked like I don't want to say golem, but it looked like a big metal golem. I think.
A golem. So the golem but you don't want to say golem because why?
I don't know if my character knows what golem is. I'm trying not to meta him.
Because they're terrifying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ian, just as a word of warning, Shield of Faith is a concentration spell, so you can't have that up on us both. There's one or the
I didn't
other.
think it
Oh.
was. Is it?
Yeah.
Keep it up on on Slate.
I'll leave. Never mind. Then
I've
I'll
got
leave
a
it on.
shield already, so
Well,
it's not going to add to my AC.
But I'm gonna kill it when I add to. Yeah, I won't bother. I'll leave it on her for now, and I won't cast it on you, Gabe.
I think it still adds to your shield, your AC, even if you also have a shield.
I guess that's
It does.
true. They got rid of that, like,
This is
individual.
bonuses. So
But yours is gonna be gone when I drop that Spirit Guardian.
Yeah,
So.
to drop Spirit Guardians. But on the plus side, for
Oh
a
yeah,
sweet
you're right.
little while.
There's the sea.
If it's a puncher, then I've got that potion of resistance to bludgeoning.
well,
Yeah,
ED's
that's
right,
true.
though, it did a lot more than punch. It did some sort of spell on us too, like it blasted or did lightning or something like that. It was a really nasty beast.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes the thing about bosses is that you can make them mad and then they just go punch you because they're big, and it's kind of cinematic when they punch you, more so than when they zap you. So you can kind of goad them into punching you.
It was pretty cinematic when we both nearly died. But I am excited to see the results of this action.
Also, it's made of metal, right? So
My intent is to take one of these growlers of sludge and mage hand it, smash it in its face, and cover it.
Ooh, and blind it.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
does it have eyes? Yeah,
it has eyes.
there we go.
So that's my initial contribution. We'll see if that works out for me.
And we can utilize Matt's weakness, which is an understanding of like those 5th edition rules and 3rd edition rules, like tremor sense and all that stuff.
I mean, the only thing I can really give you guys is it getting disadvantaged to attack anyone but me. So.
That sounds great. I think you should do that.
Oh, I'm going to do that anyway because Gran is very protective of all of her babies, and you guys are way smaller than me, so she's got to protect it.
How tall are you? Because I think I'm creeping up in size at this point.
Over 6 feet. I think it was like 6'5" or something.
Matt did specify that I was now a 6-foot panda, or sorry, trash panda.
Really big distinction there.
Yes.
Well, I think that you should do it. You should grant that and then hide, so that the only people that he can target, he has this advantage against.
Well, I wish I could say that I could do that, but it's part of my rage. So if I hide, I'm going to lose my rage.
Well, do you want the potion of resistance to bludgeoning then, and you can rage?
I'm already resistant to bludgeoning when I rage. So,
what if you're double resistant to bludgeoning?
that's something I'm pretty sure doesn't stack.
All right. Well, then we'll both do bludgeoning, and we'll just see how that works out.
I mean, there's still a couple of beast boys up there, so.
I don't think they'll last very long.
Speaking of how things work, do you need any clarification on grapple rules for the future? Because I actually know those pretty well.
All right. Yeah. I like grapple.
It's super easy. So you just roll a d20, and then you're going to use your athletics. And then the defender can use either athletics or I believe acrobatics to resist. And that's pretty much it. If you've got multiple attacks, it can be done as one of your attacks. So you can.
They resist on as soon as you attack, or do they?
As soon as you attack, it's opposed rolls.
Okay, and then once you grapple to get out, they roll athletics again.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's the same thing. You'll roll athletics versus I believe they're athletics or acrobatics because you can use acrobatics, but otherwise to hold on to them, it's always athletics.
It's exactly the same as my to hit roll, so it's all fine.
Pretty much, yep. Apart that, yeah, you can do it as part of an attack within a whole action. So if you have 2 attacks, you can use your first one to grapple, and then you can use your second action to attack, or also do a shove, which is a really fun combination. And you can move them with half speed once they're grappled.
How big?
So you could like push them to a window and pitch them out the window.
You could pitch them out a window. You can shove them prone, which is really fun because when they're prone, they get disadvantaged on everything and they can't move at all.
And you get advantage melee hitting them. but disadvantage range hitting him.
I just think this guy, we might be able to get him to trip out through the. If he's so big, he could just fall through the wall out.
I'm not sure he'll be able to fall through the window because
No, the windows are too small.
yeah, backpack was the only one that could fit through the window.
Clearly.
Yeah, but he could punch that big. He could punch through the window, right? He's like a heavy iron guy or something, right?
He's actually aluminum foil.
What if we just smash the area around the window and make the window basically a giant hole?
Yeah, and then shove him through it.
Now, you guys are still on the ground floor of these stairs, and you know that all of the bad guys are upstairs. So
Going
what do you do?
There.
So, do we want to go up though? Can we listen at the stairs first?
Yes, I'm going up. You can listen. I'm going up.
All right.
Okay.
I guess we're going up.
So the first thing you hear is Albrecht going up the stairs.
Stealthily with a 27 stealth.
27 stealth. So he is super quietly going up the stairs. You also hear a loud clank, clank, clank coming down the stairs.
All right. So as soon as I hear the clank, clank, I will take all. Let's see where to go.
Do you want some of those ball bearings we had?
Well, he's made of metal, so I actually feel like rations will work better.
All right, so Albrecht, this is the Albrecht's eye view looking up the stairs right now. And once again, we have the unfortunate fact that this figure is really badly proportioned.
That's awesome.
Far too tall. In my
That's great that you're using mech warrior figures during this.
So, well, you know, 5th edition allows that. And so there.
That guy behind him. He looks really dangerous.
Yeah,
That's one of those gods we keep hearing about.
Yeah,
Galactus.
That's right.
So, as soon as I see him, I'm gonna take a bunch of rations. This is my plan. And you know that landing on the stairs where the stairs twist?
Yes.
I'm gonna smear them all around there, so there's like a big slick, and then hop off the landing.
Well, what are your rations?
Yeah, the problem there is that what you're actually doing is sort of scattering beef jerky around.
And hardtack.
I think it's canon. He only eats Nutella this entire time. That's all.
And coconut oil.
Well,
it's really bad for his skin.
I'll just do ball bearings. I just feel like, you know, he's more likely to slip on slippery things than he is on balls because he's made of metal. But yeah, I'll just do the ball bearings on the landing and then hop off. And I've got a 27 stealth, so I'm sure he doesn't see me or notice me at all.
Let me roll, but I tend to agree with you. Yeah. Okay. So he does not appear to see you or the scattering of the ball bearings, and he steps down onto the ball bearings. And I'm just gonna.
Did you put them on the stairs or in the hallway?
On that landing. You know how the stairs go up, 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 and then they have a landing, and then they go up, up, up again in the other direction? I'm putting him on the landing, so he slips forward off of that thing.
All right. So his dexterity is -1, and he's going to step on those. Oh, okay. So, however, despite that fact, he is not caught in the ball bearings. So what happens is the foot comes down on the ball bearings and flattens the ball bearings.
Yeah, that was why that's why I wanted to use something slippery, but I don't have any lard.
Oil.
Lard probably might have had a chance, but oil and things like that really wouldn't. The ball bearings were a good shot, but he just happened to roll really well.
Curses.
All right, so he steps on the ball bearings and he looks down and he picks up his foot the way that you do, you know, when you are walking through a cow field, and sees the ball bearings there and puts his foot back down again. And so now he can see you, Albrecht, but you have a chance to move before he can do anything. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to drink my potion of resistance to bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I am going to move 30 feet. Actually, he's on the landing, right?
He is right on the landing, yes.
Okay. So, but I think the landing, like, he's not on this. Is like it's hard for me to tell this camera angle.
Yeah.
Is he
So-
midway down the stairs?
He is midway down the stairs, and so everybody else can see his feet.
Okay. So
and
here's
then-
what I'm gonna do.
Good enough.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run so I'm on the far side of him from everybody else. So he has to make a choice whether to face me or everyone else.
Okay. So here is the sort of more along the lines of a Curzon eye view of what's going on is that Albrecht, you can just see him in between the legs of the giant iron beast. So now everybody roll initiative because everyone's aware of everybody, and I rolled a 20.
No. Could you re-roll, Matt?
Yeah, I could, but I'd still be using the first die.
I don't know if I approve.
Well, I'll re-roll, and I roll a 19 on the second roll, but I'm still going to apply the 20.
Old school shit right
If
here.
only your argument had been more convincing.
Or his request had been clearer.
I think the request was pretty clear, but
No, because he should have said, "Could you roll and use the second roll, please?"
there you go. All right, so my Iron Beast is going first, and what he is going to do, he's going to shoot a lightning bolt with each fist, and he's going to aim one at Curzon, and then we're going to roll 1d3 to find out who gets the second lightning bolt. And so on a 1 to 2, it's going to be Gabe. 3 to 4
Never.
is going to be Slate.
This is the lightning thing. I told you. He does this.
Okay, and just as you say that, Dane. Make a saving throw.
Oh,
Dexterity saving throw.
I
Well,
really I want you to
Language
shoot
is
me
iron.
with these. This is great. This is what I'm good at.
door. This is a 14.
Okay,
Ian, your pizza's here.
whose door is it?
It's my children.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. Sorry, what did you roll?
14, also known as probably not enough.
14 modified.
14 after everything I've got. I'm not very dexterous. I'm a trash panda.
Okay. All right. Let's see what the damage is on that. 3d8.
Oh.
So. All right. 7 and 7 is 14. And 6 is 20. So you take 20 points of damage from the lightning bolt. So yeah, you're like, I told you about this. I told you. Ian, you're the other target. Roll saving throw.
I had a 16.
Okay, that's a save.
Well, I had a 17, but
So you take 7. Hey, don't write this down yet. 9 divided by 2. So you take 4 hit points of damage because you made your save.
Oof.
Then we go to the initiatives, and it looks like Allah's got it with the 16. So what does Slate do?
Slate's gonna close the distance. Well, I don't know if I saw those ball bearings either, but
Probably did, because otherwise you just would have watched Albrecht walk back and forth for no reason.
Yeah, you know there's something up there, and
okay.
knowing Albrecht is not something that you'd want to step into because he's Mr. Bear Trap. So
Then she will attempt to move carefully, all the way up there.
roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy, this is how I did it. It's an 18.
Okay, so you go up there, you see the ball bearings, and so you sort of swish your feet around to make sure that you're not stepping on the ball bearings. Also, a lot of them are flat anyway, so it makes it more, it makes it easier. And so now we have Slate valorously moving forward into combat with the giant iron beast. You are able to move all the way up there and attack with your action if you choose to use your action.
Yeah,
for that.
I'm going
Thing's
to first of
huge.
all rage,
Okay.
and y'all need to pick on someone your own size. She says as she only gets up to its like the waist, but she doesn't
Right.
have to. She doesn't believe that. And she's gonna try and attack him.
It's the perspective.
With a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Ooh, and 16 points of damage.
Nice.
She brings granite right into its knee hole.
The knee hole is that's a new anatomical location.
She's
Well,
made of
That's
rock.
what
She's
it's
not good
about
at-
to get.
She's not good at meat creatures.
Yeah,
All right, and you did 16.
Not a meat
16.
creature.
And it's a standard bludgeoning damage against a thing made out of metal, so it's probably not very effective. But as part of Gran's ability, she is going to protect everybody else, and this creature will have disadvantage to attack anybody besides Slate.
All right. Yeah, it has resistance against bludgeoning, so you did 16, but that makes it only an 8.
Gotta salt that wound, huh?
Oh,
Okay.
I think I'm next on a 15.
Looks like you are. Yes. What do you do?
Okay. Did we establish that healing potion is a bonus action, or is that a regular standard action? If
No,
you're,
that's like a free action, I think, to take a potion.
well, that's generous, but I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Okay.
So that's 2d4. And I rolled 2 ones, so
Okay.
I think I get back 4 hit points.
All right.
And then I'm going to take a out of my pack. I've got a couple of these growlers of unidentified sludge from Dr. Omnibus.
Mhm.
And I'm going to
This is the bird shit, right?
What's that?
This is the bird shit, right?
It could
Probably,
be.
yeah.
All I've written
And the
is
dead rat. And
unidentified sludge. So
Okay.
who knows?
Flip on that.
I might just choose to not identify it.
All right.
But regardless, I'm going to mage hand it, and I'm going to mage hand it directly into this thing's face. I'm going to try and like sludge poop all over its eyes. Or
Okay.
whatever its eyes.
Go ahead and roll to hit with your mage hand.
Okay. I got it. Let's see. It's a 14 plus 4, so 18.
Okay, so unfortunately, that's not good enough to hit it. So it
He doesn't have to
goes.
get through his armor to hit his eyes.
No, but it's not. But it's it's armor class is it's an abstract concept.
Yes, and it's based in this guy's case on the fact he's made of metal. That doesn't make it easier for him to dodge bird poop at all.
This is
Surprisingly spry for a metal guy.
I have two more growlers. Just watch your step around there.
okay. So what happens is that it goes. Well, here's the reason, and Zach may have been the only person who has thought this through. But when it goes past
Oh
the
god.
metal guy,
should have just kept your mouth shut, Zach.
Well, wait. My armor class is 22, so I'm completely.
it is all right. So excellent. So Dane, roll again, please, with no bonuses. So it's going to take a natural 20.
Oh, I got really close, but not quite. It's a
Okay. All right. So some sort of container of what smells like bird crap, Albrecht, goes and hits the wall behind you and does not even spatter on you. Your high abstract armor class causes not even a splatter. So you are
Albrecht.
feeling lean, mean, and clean back there.
Thank you for passing me the sludge growler. I'm sorry I didn't catch it.
All right.
Next time.
Yeah, I think you're going to get 2 more chances for that roll, Zach. All right, who's next on the thing? I
think it's me.
Kurzim, what do you do?
How far away from it am I? 15 feet?
Yes.
All right. I would like to cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
So, and I'm designating everybody in our party that I can see. So all of us.
That's everybody. Yep.
As to not be harmed by this. And this will have his speed when he's in this area. And he has to make a wisdom save right now.
Okay.
And it's going to be DC 15.
He fails.
So he takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Oh, right back at you with the 3d8 damage, Mr. Metal Man.
So that's 17. And now every turn that he starts his turn in there, he's going to have to make that save or take 3d8. It only lasts for 10 minutes, though.
Well, that's
Only 10 minutes.
That's an
It's
infinity.
only 60 rounds.
But it is a concentration spell, so if it decides to punch you, you're going to have to make a save.
It's not going to decide to punch me. Stop it. Why are you giving him ideas? Stop, stop helping. Your help is not helpful.
As many guards against the punching as possible.
Or lightning bolt. And then I would like
He's already
to,
got a disadvantage to hit you.
as my bonus action, I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
And I'll
And
have
wait,
it
can you do that while you're concentrating on something else?
The Spiritual Weapon is not a concentration check.
All right.
So, but all his armor class drops.
Why does Allah's armor class drop?
Because I had Shield of Faith her, and that's a concentration.
Right. Okay.
We were discussing this earlier. So
All
I
right.
have a 22 to hit.
Go ahead.
16 plus 6. All right, nice. So that does an amazing 5 damage.
Okay. Okay, but nevertheless, that is a hit.
2
And
hits. As a giant finger appears out of nowhere and flicks him in the head.
that's right. Okay, now we go to Zach, I believe.
I will. Okay, I'm gonna. You see how his right leg is kind of bent like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and climb up his back.
Now you're definitely getting hit with that stuff.
Okay, so roll. That's going to be somewhat easy, but go ahead and roll a d20 for me and let me know what you get.
Okay, so that is a 15 athletics.
Okay, so no problem. You leap on him. You brace your foot on his calf where it's bent. Take a little jump up there. How high are you going to climb on him?
I want to get up as high as I can, and if I can't get over to his head, then tell me how far I can get, and I'll decide within that range.
Okay, so then you brace your foot on sort of his waist, where there is, a rim to cause the hips, and from there, you jump up. You are able to wrap your arm around his neck, and then sort of scrabble your feet up there. So if you want to, you can actually sit on his shoulders.
I don't want to sit on his shoulders. I want to be in the most annoying place in the world. If you've ever tried to take a shower, which is right there.
Oh yeah, okay, I know exactly. All right, so that's where you are, and you're able to hold. You'll have to have your arm around his neck in order to stay right there.
Sure.
But so yeah, you're right in the place where nobody can reach, and that is going to be an action.
I would say so.
So that's where you get to.
Oh, can I do that fighter thing where you do a thing and you get an extra action?
Yeah, action surge. Yes.
Okay,
Do it.
I'm gonna take a vial of acid, and I'm gonna like break it on him while I'm up there.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. Now that is not even an attack because you are so in contact with him that's just a matter of pouring the acid on him. So let me see what we
Does that
get
mean I
here.
can do another thing after that?
What?
Hey, I mean, you know.
It's a good try, but roll an 8-sided die for your damage from the acid.
Okay. 1.
Okay.
Ah,
All right.
they
So
told this was the best stuff in the house.
His metal is gleaming now. You really cleaned it up nicely.
yeah. So yeah. Well, it wasn't so much that, it was just that you had as a result of that sudden climb, you just weren't quite so accurate with the acid. Has anybody not gone except for Emily? All right. Emily, you come over and you peer through the window, and right at that moment you see you see the giant creature sort of get down the stairs, and so he just disappears. There are the two beast men up at the top of the stairs behind him, and they both appear to be looking downward, and one of them says, "Aha, hobbit." And they both pull out javelins and rear back to throw their javelins. What do you do?
At me or toward downward?
Downward. Nobody sees you. You're
Okay.
like the ghost in the machine here.
Okay. So when I'm looking in through the window, is there a room and then an open door, and I can see them kind of in the hallway and the stairs? Or is it just open to the stairs?
Okay, so I'm looking down at my little constructed monastery here. All right, I'm gonna move the camera. All right, now, are you able to see anything through that window with the camera, or is that just not working?
I see a wall.
All right, so that's what you see. Is a wall from where you are. Looking down, there are stairs just under the window. Okay, and the two beast men are, we're going to call them, they're standing sort of next to the wall, but they're looking down some stairs and taking down javelins. Are you able to see the beast men?
I think you need to go up a little higher with the camera.
Okay.
Little higher.
All right, so it ain't working. So you're looking, you know what? That's just going to have to be an it's not working thing on the camera. So you've got the stairs are going down. So from your right toward your left, they are going down. So
so they're basically under me at the window. Okay.
Yes. And the beast men are pretty much over there at the top of the stairs. So they are to your right. You can only just see them there because of the angle on the window. And they've got javelins. So they're about 3 feet away from you.
Okay.
And let me roll. Still completely unaware. Also, the wolves outside are baying under this window and jumping up the side of the wall.
Oh gosh, what does that mean?
So the guys who are holding the wolves are ignoring the wolves doing that because they've discovered that the door is locked. So the 5 of them are all hammering at the door, trying to get in the door, and are still basically ignoring the fact that the wolves are now trying to climb the wall, jump up the wall, baying, howling, and they are just still working on that door.
Wow. Okay. Well, basically,
I mean, they're not very smart, but you've had an incredible run of good luck with the stupidity of the beastmen down there.
I seriously have. Okay, so basically, I would like to climb. Is the windowsill large enough that I can climb up and stand on the windowsill, or kind of like crouch there?
No, remember these windows are really, really narrow. They're basically arrow slits, and even Dane, back when he was a dwarf, wouldn't have been able to get through one of these windows. So no, you don't have the ability to set up inside the windowsill.
Okay. So, boy, can I? And so, if I climb through the window,
Then you're doing that right in front of the two beastmen.
Right. Okay. How about the beastman? Shit. And I'm out of second level spells.
Backpack has a real tendency to end up in situations like that, I've noticed.
Let's see. Well, I can drink another potion. I could always use one of those.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
So the situation...
Is there any way to stealth while I'm hanging here? Or in some way hide myself?
From the beastmen on the inside, yes.
But not from the wolves.
The wolves have already seen you. They've got, you know, noses to track you. So I don't think there's anything you can do about the wolves.
Okay. Okay, well, here we are. Okay, potion it is, and that's my turn.
Okay. So then we go back to the beginning initiative round. Everybody roll initiative. Yeah. That's right. Actually, the two beastmen at the top have been there long enough to throw javelins at Zach. And so so Albrecht, on the back, you're riding the back of the golem, and all of a sudden a javelin thunks into the back of its head.
Does that mean it's the golem?
Actually, no, it's not. But I'm looking at golems for some reference on immunities and stuff like that.
But
it's a living, intelligent creature.
It hits the creature instead of me, right?
That is correct. And then moments later, a second javelin also bounces off its back next to you. So someone's either trying to kill their boss or they're trying to kill you badly.
Same difference, I guess.
Either way,
Yeah, or
you're going to
both.
get a promotion.
Yeah, it's true. No downside on that for them. And then we roll initiative for the next round. I've
got a 21.
Okay, so that's where we start on this round. So 21 is you.
All right. Slate's going to keep working at that one knee she's been whittling away at.
Okay, so you attack the knee hole again.
She's working on making it a knee hole.
Making a knee hole. All right.
So 21 to hit.
Hits.
It is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay.
I guess 7.
So Zach, you feel the vibrations of the impact from Gran against the knee. What do you do? You have the two beastmen behind you that are throwing javelins at you, and of course you're riding the back of the metal guy.
I'm happy to let them keep missing and hitting their boss.
Okay.
I have a sack. Is it big enough to fit over the guy's head?
Yes.
Then I will put a sack over his head.
All right, that one you're going to have to roll to hit for.
Okay. That is a 24, sir.
Okay, so with javelins raining in behind you, you flip out the bag and you do the whole open the garbage bag flip, and then you just neatly and beautifully put it over the head of the thing, and it does not have blind sight. All right. Who goes next? Ian, it looks like you. What do you do?
All right, so the spiritual weapon's going to attack him again.
Does he get advantage because he's blind?
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Well,
no. I think you don't get. He doesn't get advantage, but the golem has disadvantage.
He already has disadvantage. So does he have double disadvantage?
Super disadvantaged. Which doesn't.
So no advantage. So I'll keep my first roll. So I hit AC 21.
If he's blinded, you do get advantage, I think. Assuming he's blind.
It's advantage on your side and disadvantage on his side?
Yeah, it's both.
Ooh, okay.
The fight sucks.
So then if that's the case, then the Muriel's finger had a 20.
Okay. and that it will also be a hit. That's exactly what you need to hit it.
So it was a
Zach
natural.
is,
It was a natural 20.
mannequinly flipping off the situation.
That was a natural 20 for the Mariel's finger.
All right, go for it.
So that does 7 and 5, 12. That does 15 damage with the finger. So I really gave him the finger that time.
Okay. Ha ha ha.
And then I will guiding bolt him. And that is not great. Let's see, 14 plus. I got hold on one second. 14 plus 6. So I have a 20. You said a 20 missed?
No, a 20 is exactly what you need to hit. Is this bludgeoning damage?
That was, it's all, the weapon was force, and mine is radiant.
Okay.
And my guiding bolt does, wow, 12. It does 18 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, I rolled really 2 6s, a 4 and a 2. And then whoever is attacking it next has advantage.
Which they would anyway.
Yeah.
All right, now I need to give it. Oh, how much damage did you do last time? It was like 16, right?
It was 15, but it's halved because it's got.
Right, and I forgot to do that, so I need to add up 7 points. All right. And it is not. It doesn't have any resistance against acid damage. So, who is next? Is it over to me yet?
Did your spiritual weapon get him too?
Yes.
Yeah, Ian gave
Spiritual
him
weapon 20.
a double dose.
I'm probably after it on 3.
Yes, it's going. They're going in 9. Okay, so the 2 javelins coming in at Albrecht. One of them whistles entirely past the guy and lands at Slate's feet. Then the other one clunks down against the guy's waist, about 1.5 feet underneath Albrecht. So that also is a miss. He is going to try and slap Albrecht, but he is doing that with disadvantage.
So it's his turn. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right, because he's still in the same area. He makes the wisdom saving throw, though. It's a DC 15, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he makes that. So he's going to swing at Albrecht, and all right. So because of the disadvantage, so he's just sort of flailing around behind him, and Albrecht is curled up right in that sweet spot that nobody can ever reach. So I gave him a -1 on that, but in addition to the disadvantage, and so he's just not able to get you. You're able to lean a little bit to one side, and he misses, and lean a little bit to the other side as he's flailing around. The other arm that he's using is going to be a lightning bolt, and I've got Slate trying to bash away his knee, but Slate is only doing half damage, and he's not so much afraid of hammers. So he's going to aim at not Albrecht, but Curzon. Roll a saving throw, Curzon.
All right. He still takes 7 damage from that because it's half damage. I fail my save. I rolled a 2.
When you say he took 7 damage, that's from from making the saving throw. He still took 7.
Yeah. So he takes half as much on the save.
Alrighty. You rolled a 2, so.
Oh yeah, I did it. Well, -1, so it's a 1.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see, 3 and 8 is 11.
So I mean, I'm reading the
7.
Ancestral Guardian's text, and I think it sounds like you may get resistance to the damage dealt by that attack. Because it is, I'm assuming it's a spell attack, but it's an attack.
8. Hang on. All right, so you
Like
take
for
18.
monsters.
You take 18 points of damage from the lightning bolt, and then Ala, what is it that you're saying?
So the Ancestral Guardians, if they attack anybody but me, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
So I take half damage.
All right, so you
would take half damage from that lightning bolt.
All right,
Thanks.
you take half damage.
As
and then
Gran, like, I don't know, shields you with her rocks.
Matt
how,
doesn't sound happy about that.
How large is the area that's covered by the Ancestral Guardians?
Let me double check.
I mean, the point is like it's anyone but you, so it's not a
Yeah,
race.
it's anybody but me.
In the whole
Is it
world.
is it a spell or
Yeah, and that's what I'm like, because normally for
if it's a spell and he's casting a spell, it's not an attack. So an attack is anything where he has to make an attack roll. Not to help.
I guess that's
But-
true. If it isn't, I wasn't sure if it's like a spell attack or
I
like
will-
if it's a
I will
spell
take-
or it counts as an attack that the creature can make.
Also, how does he target Kurzim if he's blind?
That's a good question.
That's
Rules
a
are
very
weird.
good one.
With a lightning bolt, clearly.
All right, so here is what we're going to do. It's not going to make a difference because he's got disadvantage on his attacks anyway, and however, that is a spell-like ability, his lightning bolt, rather than an actual spell. So the ancestral guardians are going to work against these lightning bolts anyway. But what is the effect of that on the lightning bolt? It means that his to hit roll has to be rolled a second time, and if he misses, then he misses, and he misses on the second roll on the disadvantage. So what happens with the lightning bolt is basically it just goes down and blasts into the ground.
So I don't take damage.
do
I
not-
don't know what's
So
happening.
you do not take the 18 points of damage that I just dealt out.
Oh, I had it in there too. I was ready for you.
So ready for that pain.
Yeah.
Okay. So that happened in 9-ish, and now we go to Gabe in 3. What do you do?
Well, he already has his bag overhead, so I'm going to abandon the entire poop plan and just inspired by Jim Wampler. I'm Ratatata with the Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Yep, rapid fire Eldritch Blasts. And we have it's going to be a 19 and then an 11, which I believe is. Oh no, that's neither of those are going to hit, are they?
Nope.
Okay.
AC 20.
You roll an advantage.
I did not roll with advantage, so I guess these will be the next two. Did you say AC 20? Because I got a 16 plus 4.
He's AC 20, so that one's a hit.
Okay, that one's going to be a hit. Good call. And I think this die feels lucky. 7 points of damage. And that is... What is it? It's some weird damage type.
Eldritch.
Eldritch is force.
It's force damage, yeah, so...
Okay, so he's not protected from the bludgeoning on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round. Roll initiative. Oh no, Emily. What are you doing up there?
Okay.
I need to roll a couple of things. I need to roll to
Okay.
see whether my guys correctly interpret the fact that their wolves are attacking. And okay, now here's the thing. From these beastmen down here, you can actually stealth just by flattening yourself up against the wall. The problem is that the wolves are all over it. They have made their intelligence check and looked upward. And so now we have a pretty easy perception check. They're going to have advantage on it, but you can use your stealth against it. So, geez, how do I do this die roll? Let's see. It would normally be an opposed.
Stealth
It would either be it's not, but see, it's not passive perception because they're actually roll a d20.
Investigation.
Yeah, roll a d20 and let's just see sort of how good your stealth is being.
So just straight on the d20 is 17.
All right, so it's a
Not plus
17.
my stealth bonus.
Yeah, but plus your proficiency, which would be 2 because it's stealth. So you're pretty darn stealthy. But they've got a massive thing, so I'm going to give them advantage. They roll a 5, and they roll a 16, and they don't have a wisdom bonus. So we're going to say they look up, and you just managed to stay motionless enough that in all the distracted situation, they don't see you, and they go back to banging on the door. Now, what do you do?
Okay, well, that was... close one. I'm actually going to of the wolves, is there one that seems to be like a leader of the pack, or are multiple wolves tied together to a particular leader beastman or anything like that?
No, all of them were individually leashed, and the leashes have simply been let go for the beastmen to hammer on the door. So there's not anybody who's leashed to anybody else. There is one that might be the lead. It's bigger than the others, but they're all baying at the wall.
Okay, so I'm the one that's bigger than the others, who I think might be the alpha or the leader of the pack. Can I do a dissonant whispers on him?
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. So that'll be a wisdom save 16.
All right, he fails.
Okay, so he will take 3, 6, 10 damage and run as far as he can away from me.
Okay, let me see. All right, so the damage does not kill him, but it almost does, and he takes off, hauling ass away from the monastery. That
Do any of the other wolves follow?
They see the prey, so they decide that they're going to try and stay here. But he has left, so now there are only 4 wolves that are baying, and
Okay.
So that's what's going on up at upstairs window number 1.
Okay.
Everybody, roll initiative.
Ugh.
It's like we're all trading highs and then lows.
Yeah,
and then
really.
lows and then
Yeah.
highs.
I'd rather have lows on initiatives and highs on hits.
My rolls have been all over the place, anyways. Like the 2 to the save, and then.
All right,
Yeah.
so Gabe, you are the fastest moving in this at this moment. What do you do?
And it's because I'm still doing the rat-a-tat thing from last round, and I'm just going to keep on doing that.
Okay, so you're just gunslinger over there.
Yep.
Okay, roll it.
Rapid fire Eldritch Blast. Well,
Remember that you
I got
have
an
advantage.
I got a natural one, but with advantage is a 16, which is still a miss. But
Okay.
That's the first one, and the second one is going to be an impressive 9 and 9 before bonuses. So,
Okay, so you're just
there's Eldritch Blasts going every direction.
you're
bouncing off his armor. It's
you're just blasting away. The air is acetinic with the light as you're shooting it through. But unfortunately, it's
like
only
a
being
smoke machine and like deep bass music going on. It's
Yeah.
kind of a.
You can get deep bass music. Okay. Now it's his turn, and so he is going to look down at Slate.
Look.
Not with that bag over his head.
He is
So,
not going to.
so he needs another wisdom save.
He is. Oh, God damn it. He
It's
fails.
The
Fails.
annoying spells.
Roll damage.
I have 5, 6, 6, so 12, 17.
That makes me have to carry a number too.
Should I save for like 10 damage for having to make you do math?
No, I'll let you slide this time. All right, so with disadvantage, it's going to attack Slate twice. Let's see, that's a 12 and a 1. That 12 is probably not going to do it. What's your armor class, Slate? 19 or higher?
17, unfortunately.
Really?
It wa-
Okay.
Yeah.
It was higher when I was giving her that
It
spell.
was higher, and then Ian traded my livelihood for damage. That's
right.
all right.
So that's one hit, and then the other one is a 4 and a 10, and those are going to be that's going to be a miss. So you're hit once, and bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
You take. Oh my God! Damn it.
I'm resistant to its fists about as it's resistant to my hammer.
The longest punching match ever.
It's like,
Um,
"Nyeh."
Okay, so with your resistance, it's going to do a whopping 3 points of damage with that hit.
This
That is-
started out as a true brawl, but then it just devolved into us caressing each other gently.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, and then my 2 javelins, they're still trying to hit Albrecht. Actually, they're out of javelins. They charge forward, and they're jumping up and swinging with their axes. That's a miss, and that's a total miss.
So how far away are they? How far away is Albrecht from me then?
15 feet. I mean, it's all they're all in one. Everyone's clustered in one place now.
Oh.
Basically,
So are those guys 15 feet away from me?
they are indeed.
So they need to make wisdom saving throws.
All right. Hate you guys. All right. What is, the DC is 15?
Yes.
Okay, one of them actually makes it. The other does not.
So I had 4, 5, 6. So that's 15 damage. So one of them takes 15 and the other takes half of 15.
The other takes okay, so 7. So one of them leaps up, swings at Albrecht, clutches at his throat, falls down and dies.
His fingers jab him, tiny fingers jab him to death.
And then the other one walks into the tiny. He swings, he misses, and then the cloud of tiny fingers smashes into him. He's terrified and runs back up the stairs.
Love it.
So
And they're being led by one giant finger.
I love that the motifs for all your holy spells are really just like variations of Muriel's finger.
Yeah. Oh, every single spell.
It's
Like,
glorious.
it's great. It's so good.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, right. Look what.
all right. When was theirs? Forgot what their roll was.
Oh, that was
Before all of us, we're all like 3s and 4s.
Yeah, after Gabe and before everybody. And they have all gone. So then we drop way down mathematically to Zach with a 4, Alla with a 3, and Gabe with a no. Gabe had a 19. Where are we? I scroll down. I don't know. All right, Zach. It looks like it's you anyway, though.
So he's resistant to bludgeoning damage. So I'm
He
gonna
is.
take like how you have a hammer and spikes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put a spike in one of the chinks in his armor and just hammer the spike into the gap.
Thereby
Hey.
transforming it from bludgeoning damage into piercing damage.
Yes.
Roll to hit.
And you already have that nice hole that the acid made.
Yeah, and you've
It's
got
like a starting point.
you've
Like
got-
what?
you've got
Just
it
like what point
advanced.
damage? That is again a 24, sir.
Okay, that's going to be a hit. Roll damage. Just roll damage for your for what you would normally do with that weapon.
Well, you don't put a hammer and spikes into a person, so that's.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were still using your Morning Star to drive it in.
I mean, good, I guess, if that's sure.
No, roll 1d10 and add your strength bonus.
It seems less efficient than using a hammer. you
Yeah.
know. Okay, so that's 9 points of damage.
All right.
I did 20 with that right into the back of his head.
Okay. So he takes damage. Oh, that's also when he uses a free action to pull the bag off his head and toss it.
Just now.
Yeah, just now.
God damn it.
He's sick of your shit.
Yeah, he's sick of your shit. That's what it is.
Curse is foiled again.
That's what you think, but I have infinite shit.
Like a steady avalanche, crushing you under its weight.
Again,
How much bullshit we can unleash.
it is because of the Nutella only diet. Yeah? It is not good for you.
Okay. That brings us to Slate, who is giggling
Oh,
uncontrollably
yeah,
at the whole
Is
situation.
19 gonna hit?
Nope.
Oh.
All
Yeah,
right, so
okay.
you take a big old swing at the knee, and that one just.
If only had this bag on its head.
Did you roll advantage?
I did not. Well, it lost the bag, so.
Oh, it did lose the bag. Sorry, I missed that
Yeah,
part.
but what's Ian's spell doing? Ian, are you causing advantage for anyone who's attacking?
No, so it would be so after I guiding bolt it again, one person after me will get it. So probably Zach
Okay.
or whoever or Gabe, whoever does well in the initiative. Maybe me.
Or badly.
Okay. It could. Well, actually, it could be you because you haven't gone yet, and you're in 3 as well as everyone else, right? So it's your initiative.
So
so Slate misses.
How is it looking? Does it appear to be even like dinged up from us?
Very, 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 very dinged up from where it started. Yes.
Okay. So we'll just keep up the pressure then. I will guiding bolt it again.
Okay. You got to be running out. You got to be running out of spells by now.
I'm pretty close. I'm getting there. I have a 21, 15, 6, 21. So
all right.
Hits.
And he fails the save.
There's no save on that one.
Oh, on guiding bolt. Yep. Okay.
So that one does. It didn't do very good either for roll. 6, 9, 11 damage with that. And then the spiritual weapon will try to hit him. And that's only got an 18 to hit.
And so that'll miss. Okay. That's the top of the round. So we go to the saga of Emily. And now they have all noticed you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, finally rolled well.
But there's no one in the door.
So the beastmen see you. They're about halfway through hacking the door apart, but they're going to go ahead and start focusing on you. So next round, they're going to be rolling initiative and throwing javelins at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna hop in the window.
Okay. So you hop in the window, and that is going to put you looking at a strange scene. Albrecht is riding the back of the Iron Beast.
I'm a backpack like you.
Little fingers in the air are whirling around like a tornado, and there's one large finger in the air over the thing. Meanwhile, blasts of blue fire are going past the thing in every direction as a raccoon. You have no idea what this is all about, but there's a 6-foot-tall raccoon standing there.
Suppressive fire.
And it's laying down this enormous whirl of bolts of blue fire going in there. In fact, you're a little nervous about going any further toward the stairs because they're just shooting out left, right, and center. So that's what you see. You've used your movement. Do you want to attack or use your action?
Firstly, I want to make a mental note to commit this scene to memory to write a fantastic fable about later.
Okay.
Secondly, yes, I would like to attack. So am I standing right in front of a beastman? Am I like...
No, the beastman has run away. There are no more beastmen in this area, just the Iron Beast now.
Okay. Well, I will attack the Iron Beast.
Okay, I believe you have disadvantage because you were one of the people that was not specified in the Ancestral Guardian.
So if she enters the area, she has to make a saving throw, and then she takes, because it's only people I can see, and then she'll take 3d8 damage or half 3d8 damage.
Okay, now at the top of the stairs.
So it's 15 feet from me, so it's like 30-foot radius.
Yeah, so as long as you're at the top of the stairs, you're not going to have a problem with that, Emily. But
let's stay at the top and fire with the crossbow.
Okay, so you take a bead on Albrecht and then move it down a little bit.
Yeah, aiming for the butt crack.
All right.
Oh, beautiful. 18 plus 6, 24.
All right, that's going to be a hit. Roll damage.
Awesome.
Hello.
There we
That's going to be 13 damage to the butt.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
It's looking really hurt. I mean, at that point, damage to the butt is actually going to appear to cause it to not be able to walk entirely.
One leg seizes up.
So yeah, things are looking really bad for the Iron Beast, and that was the top of the round. So now, Emily, you're rolling initiative with everybody else. Everybody roll initiative.
Beware the Iron Beast, more like beware the Ice Demon Dwarf.
Now, you guys are laying down a lot of hurt here. Okay, Emily, it looks like you're going to be the first out of the box.
I'm popping it again in the butt.
Okay, so you reload, re-aim, shoot. How do you do?
I have a 13.
All right, that's
that
a
hit?
miss. No,
Okay.
nowhere near. Okay, so Emily, that's you, and then we go to Gabe. What do you? No, Zach. What do you do?
I'm gonna put another spike in it.
Okay.
That's not gonna penetrate the armor.
Okay, so you're banging away at the spike, but during this 6 seconds, it doesn't go in.
All right.
And then we go to Gabe. What do you do?
I'm going to continue with my suppressive fire.
Okay.
Rolling 2 more attacks.
Pew 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 pew
Pew, pew. I think one of them is going to hit with a 21, and the 16 is not going to hit.
Okay. Now you are, if I understand right, you are no longer rolling with advantage. Is that right?
That's my understanding as well. So I only rolled 2 dice for the 2 attacks.
Okay, so one of those is a hit. What do you do?
Yep.
What do you got?
The hit's going to be max damage of 12.
Nice.
Okay. So Zach, you notice that as you're hammering, a blue bolt goes directly into the thing's face, and all of a sudden its head like goes sideways like this, and seems to be kind of stuck, but it's still moving around. So that was Gabe in 16,
and I yell something witty like
I was at a 14.
Yep.
taking you down for maintenance or something. I don't know.
All right.
Time to take you to the shop.
Yep.
I'm going to recklessly attack it.
Okay.
And do I want to attempt to grade weapons master it? No, just reckless attack.
Oh, hang on. Wait, back up. Emily, your attack was at advantage, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah. It was because there was the spell cast by Kurzim.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hit him with a guiding bolt.
Then let me try again.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled the exact same thing.
Okay.
It was meant to be.
All right, just checking because there was a possibility that would kill you. All right, Alo, roll to hit.
I believe that's going to hit with a 23, and it's
That'll
going
be
to
hit.
do 13 points of damage, which I guess is 6 points of damage. So that same knee, because Slade's kind of just targeting the one weak knee hole that she's been trying to open.
She's been trying to create.
Yeah. Okay. You finally create the knee hole.
I told you they existed.
You've hammered in its kneecap all the way, and so that breaks its leg from the weight. So its leg bends backward all of a sudden like this, and it falls forward, and so that hurls Albrecht, still holding his hammer and his spike, off the back of the thing as it impacts the stairs. Albrecht thumps against the back wall, and so he's now sitting there on the back of the beast as smoke begins to curl upward from all of the apertures in the middle of it. And so there sits Albrecht on it, and with Slate looking down at it, holding Gran.
Do we hear them hacking at the door?
Now you do.
I would like to rush to the door.
Does he still have that helmet?
Helmet? What do you mean?
Like the beast's head is like a helmet, right?
It's like a helmet. There is, however, some sort of organic stuff inside, but you could scoop that out pretty easily.
Okay, so can you climb under the helmet, and go to the window, and go away, or I'll kill you all?
Okay, so you run upstairs holding the helmet.
My head like a turtle shell.
Oh, you're gonna put your hand in?
Like the helmet is as big as a person almost, right? Like, and I'm
Well,
foot, right?
No, but it's not as big as a person. But even what? Okay, so you run upstairs, scooping the organic material.
And then you just
Out.
push the helmet up against the window like it's trying to look out, but it's too
Okay.
big. It's like, go away.
All right, let's see. They're not. Oh, Zach. Where's the die roll? There we
Nice.
go.
Oh.
yes.
All right,
You guys are in our favor.
so they
We're gonna kill them, though.
so they look up at you, Zach, and they salute, and then they grab their wolves, and they head out. They don't know where they're going, but they're dumb enough that they're just gonna, by God, head out there, and so they march off, leaving the 5 of you now in control and ownership of the Monastery of Consciousness.
I had 10 more minutes. I had 10 more minutes on this, or 8 minutes on the spell. I want to go kill them.
Same. I'm still frothing at the mouth. I mean, it's sand, but I'm still frothing.
Go
Can I
chase
go
down
to
the hunting.
Can I go to the door and say, "Wait, you forgot your severance pay"?
Throw down your weapons and come back for your pay.
No, leave your weapons.
All right, no, they've gotten far enough out of earshot by the time that Curzon thinks of this, fights his way through to the window.
No, I wanted to go to the doors. I would have opened
Okay,
the
so
doors.
you go to, and they're padlocked, so that's why they get away, because you're.
Oh, I have the key.
Well, yeah, but it takes, I
You
want
say
these.
I can't use a lock? I'm that terrible?
I mean, you got to do that. You got to take the chain off. You got to
Right.
take that bar you
Yeah,
put
no,
in.
no.
You
Per-
fortified it
perhaps-
pretty well.
Maybe
Just
if you
wanted to
had
give more people the
delicate
finger.
Pietro Kai fingers and not
Yeah, it's
sausage.
Oh, he's going back to the
Sausage.
Piotr Kai and Hammerstall.
It's my ham-handed hammerstall fingers.
Nice, Gabe. Very, very nice. So you're just
Full circle.
shouting that out from your corner. Hey, Mr. Hammerstall.
Do you
Well-
need to handle with luck? I know it's a very delicate task.
I appreciate it, Bandit.
Yes.
So Emily is still not clear on why y'all have a raccoon or where Dane is, and the raccoon's wearing Dane's clothes.
Hmm. I'm going to dash up to him and topple him over. What have you done with Dane? Holding my
What-
rapier above him.
Do I get to resist? No. Hold. What have you?
This
What
is
have you
Bandit.
done?
He's replaced Dane.
Okay, everybody.
Oh.
I saw her die.
That's
this
true.
This is not the real backpack. It is an imposter.
Is
Dun, dun,
on
dun.
the
You're the imposter.
There's only
No.
one thing
Plot
to fight.
thickens.
I am
Fine.
Dane. All of them saw me as Dane, and then becoming Dane Raccoon.
And
This is unbelievable.
Well, it's unbelievable, except for the fact that the raccoon has the same bizarre fake accent that Dane does.
I had 2 words for you. Dr. Omnibus.
Yes.
Ah.
Healing potion.
I too have one of those potions.
Healing potion plus.
You should
Yeah.
definitely drink it.
I'm very
Right now?
confused right now, but
just for no good reason. You should definitely drink it.
Just saying.
I'm very confused and
Ooh.
worried about all y'all right now.
Jim
Maybe-
Wampler has just come up with the joke of all time on the chat room. Oh my God.
What'd he say?
Oh god.
A
Jesus.
raccoon that can turn into gaseous form. Gabe's character is both Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh,
Oh,
Life
my God.
goals achieved.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
not only is that one of the best movies of all time, but to bring it back around.
Yeah. Oh,
we thought someone was gonna have to take the smoking cigars in this, but nope.
Yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah,
that's-
we're gonna have to get him a really good cigar.
yeah, something, because that's just
That's
it's
amazing.
one thing to come up with a Monty Python joke, but when you can get Smokey and the Bandit into a D&D game, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, and
My-
I also
my
noticed
hat-
that this
my hat is
raccoon.
off to you, Mr. Wampler. So
Yeah, for real.
I also noticed that this raccoon has an unusually Dane-like beard.
it does. It is
Yeah.
the most bearded raccoon you have ever seen.
I'm going to tug on it like a fake Santa.
Okay. It is. Look, I don't know how long this thing will last. I'm not really sure what is going with the body right now, but please do not
Where did
mess with beard. That said, okay, backpack. I'm happy to see that you're alive. I knew you would pull through. Sorry
Abandoned yet again.
for abandoning you.
where did
once again.
the beastmen that retreated though? How many more were up here? I'll start
Two.
yelling in the hallways. Beastmen, come on out. Fight's over. You're under new management. The
All right.
ice demons have taken over.
All right, he's all right. The beast man struts back out, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "I am a creature of ruination, and that means I'll change sides whenever it makes me stay alive." You have he says, "You have my axe."
For now.
I mean, yeah.
Where's your treasure?
That's all down in the basement.
All right, lead the way.
All right, so he leads you guys down outside. It goes outside of there, and then there is a tower. I don't know if you remembered seeing it the first time that we were in the courtyard, but there is a tower in there. There are stairs leading down that go into a treasure room. It's actually the treasure room of the monks that used to be here, who are all dead. But they do have some treasure in there, and we will cover that in the next adventure. And we're going to go ahead and end this one now so that I can roll up what that treasure actually is.
Beastman, we are granting you one final power. And I will touch him and cast. What do I got left? I've got a bless left. I'll cast bless on him and say, you now have the ability to fly. I want you to fly out off of the top of the battlements and find your friends and bring them back.
All right, he looks at you and he says, "I can't fly."
I just cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when they don't roll a 1.
I know, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But he
You
says,
you
but
have passed the first test. Congratulations.
Promotion to
Yes, we only like minions that can think reasonably.
you're a sergeant.
what were
Yes,
what were the ranks again? Do you remember the ranks, Gabe?
I believe it was
Of these
Sergeant. Sergeant was the one that was above you,
Oh no! Oh, above you. Hey you,
yeah,
and then
hey, you.
you.
Right.
or hey idiot.
there was
Um,
there was hey you, and then there was Sergeant. Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless, it is good. We will need people to staff our new castle that we have. The best treasure of all, apart from friendship.
And we
as
end
much-
the day all hugging and dancing in a circle with the
and as
beast
much
man.
bland food as you can eat.
All right.
Y'all
All
are
right.
the best children a rock could ever ask for.
And I was saving a slot for a revivify. I was convinced someone was going to eat it.
It came fairly close, didn't it? But not. It wasn't.
It wasn't close at all.
No, it was. It was not quite hair raising.
Oh, okay, I was very harrowed. Dane is still like
Yeah, when
electricity just jolting off and
when
very
the
puffed out
sorcerer in
for-
the bar when the sorcerer and the bard decide to take on the boss, it's probably going to be bad.
Hey, we didn't take on the boss. The boss took on us.
That's actually so
Valid
totally
point.
not true, actually, because Albrecht jumped on his back and you attacked him from the back.
Oh, she means before the first time.
Before,
Boss took on
when it was
us.
just me and Dane.
That's right. You had a grudge match against this guy because he was gonna deep fry you.
He-
Yeah, he was.
He blasted us and flattened a backpack, and I ran away heroically.
And by the way, Emily, that was one of the most awesome think your way out of it escapes that I have ever seen. Was you getting away from being deep fried?
I just was so, well, yeah, I was lucky I had the right spells, the disguise self and the feather fall are what saved it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it worked out. It was the most elegant thing. The complete, as those who've read the Master and Commander series would say, it was the completest thing. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. We're going to be seeing you in 1 week, right, for this group?
Yeah, over at
So that was the question. Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
So
are we
Yeah.
playing pre-game whole week or are we
ooh, that's a good.
Hmm.
Let's
I mean-
not, because I'm going to have to leave. No, we can do it on a Monday. Yeah, we can.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll
We
go
can make it
ahead
work.
and game next week, but the Swords and Wizardry party wouldn't be anyway. So that okay, we're good. Monday, everybody. We'll see you next Monday.
Thank you, Matt.